So this is Alison and myself. We're going to take people around. Alison is conducting a Christmas wreath making workshop. This is the first one that we've done. So we hope you can have a little enjoyment of what we're going to do. We're going to walk around the grounds and forage materials that are just probably going to be thrown away or pruned and put on the bonfire, but we thought that we would use this for making these Christmas wreaths. Is there some history behind the tradition of making these wreaths?
Well, the wreath is a very symbolic item. It encompasses the circle of life, all of those things, the seasons. You've got spring, summer, autumn, winter. It's all about connection. It's the strongest symbol I think there is, the circle. So it's become more and more popular, probably come from America. The door wreaths for all seasons, not just winter, but spring and all kinds of occasions. So we're looking forward to having a forage, and I've already had a sneak preview. I know some of the lovely things we're going to be able to cut today, but thank goodness Peter's with us, because we don't want to be snipping the prize bonsais.
Okay, so we'll take you around. Thank you. This is the blue squamata juniper.
Lovely, really lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, we're rescuing things from my bonfire heap. These were destined to be burnt, but we're saving all this stuff, save it from the bonfire, and we're going to use it for making the wreaths. This is a large hinoki cypress tree, but on the right hand side, the branches which are growing different is called the sport. I'll just explain to you, for those who are interested in a bit of horticulture, you see these leaves here. This is meant to be the true leaves of this plant, but occasionally in plants you get what they call a sport, S-P-O-R-T, and a sport is just a rogue branch. Now this is a rogue branch, and this rogue branch has produced leaves which are different from the original plant. And in nature it happens quite often, and if you propagate from that you get a different variety. So it's a sport, it's a freak of nature. So this is how they discovered new plant. So although this is the original plant, this has become a sport. And because I don't really want this bit, I want to keep this bit. This bit is going to be sawn off over there, otherwise it'll take over the tree. So you can cut as much as you wish from this side. You can cut some of this as well if you want, but this is to me completely useless. That's very nice.
Like that.
Can you use those?
Yes, I think you can, yeah.
Brownie.
Beautiful, like a necklace of berries.
Gosh, you can be making several wreaths with that.
Anyone else?
Yes, please.
I think it's a lovely story.
Not many people have heard me tell this story, but this is a very rare crabapple. And these fruit are so small, they don't look like apples, but it is in fact some form of rare crabapple. The fruit are yellow, but because we are now on the 1st of December, a lot of the birds have already taken a lot of the fruit. But 2 weeks ago, it was absolutely covered with fruit. Absolutely covered with fruit. The story about this tree is that it was planted from a seed collected in 1980 from Kew Gardens. In that year, 1980, my son was only 9 years old, and I lived in Purley at the time. So we went to Kew Gardens, and there were all these fruit lying on the ground like this. And I said to him, it was in October, so the fruit was still quite firm. So I told him, for every fruit you pick, every fruit like this, I'll give you 1p. And I thought that he would only collect about 10 or 20 fruit, and I would give him 20p. but he ended up collecting 5 pounds worth of fruit, 500 little fruit. And it was only like a handful or so you could put in your pocket from the ground. We picked it up. So I said, I've bankrupted myself paying him 5 pounds. But what you don't realize that if you open each fruit, there are 5 to 10 seeds in them. There are, in fact, 5 to 10 little seeds. You see all these little seeds, they will all make a plant. So if you sow the seeds now, the trick with soy crabapple is to sow it now. Don't wait till spring. You sow it now, they will come up. So I cut every single fruit and I sowed them in little seed pans. And of course, from one fruit, which I paid 1p for, I would get about 5 to 10 plants, and I was selling the plants for £1 each. So I must have made a lot of money from that. So when I came here in 1986, this tree was only about 8-10 inches high, maybe a little more than that if I had not pruned it. And I brought this tree with me, and I brought quite a few of the others because they kept selling it on the nursery, you know, these little plants for £1 each. And then I planted one of them in the ground. So this tree, planted in 1980 or sown in 1980, would be how old? It's about 47, no, not 47, 37, 39 years old, 39 years old. So this tree is 39 years old.
On a Sunday.
So this is the history of this crabapple.
Isn't that amazing?
The seed collected from Kew, which my son collected.
That's a lovely story. But plants do have stories, don't they? Today you're going to make wreaths. Everything you look at will connect you with this place and the day that you're sharing today. That's what plants do to people. Yeah.
Right, we'll go and make the wreath. Here we are, we've collected all the material, so we are now going into the hall to make the wreaths and drink some, what is it, punch? Thank you.
So everyone's starting off by cutting up the cauliflower stuff into little lengths that they're going to green up the wreath to start with, to give it a base.
So it takes quite a lot of practice. So here we are, we've all made our wreaths. Some are simple like mine, some are very elaborate. So if you come close and take a detail of each one, we've had a lovely time foraging and making the lovely Christmas or seasonal wreaths. Juniper, magnolia, there's ivy berries, bit of maple, bamboo, yew, pine, cotoneaster. Oh, that's amazing what there is. A Cuba.
Copper beech.
Copper beech, yeah. As always, everyone's different. Nice. So here we are, all the wreaths against this ancient Chinese door that we have. So every wreath has turned out different and everyone is very nice. So we've had a lovely workshop.
We've had a lovely time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Yeah, so we've had the sunshine and we've foraged around. So thank you very much. And we're also going to donate part of the proceeds to the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.